Hello and welcome to Krish Immigration Consulting's video on what would be step number one in the express entry process. My name is Sridhar and I am a licensed immigration consultant at Krish Immigration Consulting. And the purpose of this video is to make you understand what comes first. This is a question that I get asked often as to whether IELTS is the first step or credential assessment is the first step, or what is the first step. So here is the answer. The first step to this process is finding out if your job is it comes under the skilled immigration category. What does that mean? It means that your job needs to come under zero, skill level 0, or skill type A or B. If your job comes under skill type C or D, then you automatically do not qualify for the express entry system, because the three programs under express entry system, which are the federal skilled worker class, the Canadian experience class, and the federal skilled trade class, none of them accept C and D. So how do you find out whether your occupation comes under these? So let's say you are a software developer, right? You go to any of the search engines, type NOC for a software engineer. You will see the first link that comes up is 2173. Once you feel that this might be a possible NOC for you, there's still 2 steps remaining. 1, go to the NOC itself, open that page. You will reach here, right? Once you reach here, you got to check this lead statement. You got to see if this lead statement is something that you do in your daily job, in your daily role. Is this something, the second question you need to ask yourself, is this something that my company would sign off on? When I go to my company to check and take a letter from them describing the job duties, is this something my manager or my HR will sign off on? If you feel that, okay, you're doing very little of this and most of the other duties are something else, your company might not sign on this letter, then you will have to find some other NOC that is more of a fit to you. The other thing that you got to check out for are these main duties. Again, the same rule. You got to ask yourself, do I do this work? If the answer is yes, maybe, maybe not. If it's a yes, it's a straightforward thing for you. If it's a maybe, then you got to check with your HR or your immediate supervisor as to what exactly would be your job duties, whether you would get a letter to this effect, whether these are not your job duties at all. It goes without saying that not all job duties or main duties mentioned here has to be on your letter, or it should be no different. Of course, it will be very different, but the overall gist of what you do and the main duties mentioned here should be matching. It should be matching for most part of it, right? This is one part of the job. Once you get to this, once you get done with this, you got to go to the NOC Matrix. You can type NOC Matrix on your search engine and it will bring you to this page, and you can check for 2.1, the code starting with 2.1. So 2173 obviously will come under 2.1, and this is skill type A, which means it qualifies for the express entry. Now, this is just one part of the bigger game, checking for your NOC. You should have worked in this NOC for at least, for to qualify, you should have worked at least for 1 continuous year if it's a federally skilled worker program. So this, my friends, is step number 1 in the express entry process. It could be a little different depending on your particular case. For example, if you're unsure of whether your education is recognized in Canada or not, that could be step number 1, but generally and ideally this should be step number 1 in the express entry process. If you like the video, please subscribe to our channel. There are many more videos coming, and many of them have already been published. So good luck with your express entry process. And if you need help, you can always reach out to us. Again, the website is krishimmigration.com.